Hey everyone, welcome to another How to Webflow. In this video tutorial, I'm going to show you how to create 3D cards. So it's going to look something like this. Now, if you've never created something 3D inside of Webflow, this is a good basic introduction video that will help you understand it a little bit more, okay? So without further ado, let's get to it. All right, so I'm going to drag in a section, and this section right here, I'm going to call it projects section, and push this away from the top, give it some padding on the sides. Cool. And in that section, I'm going to add a grid, and let's add up to 4 columns, and I'm going to remove one of the rows, and yeah, cool. And we'll call this projects grid. All right, now let's go ahead and drag in a div block, and inside of each div block will be an image. Choose the image, and we'll look for something spacey. Yeah, the Milky Way. Awesome. And now for this image, I'm going to give it a class name of project image. And let's go ahead and copy the link block and paste it 11 times. Well, there we go. So we have 12 of them. That'd be cool. And I noticed, look at this. I noticed that the link block has a little bit of a gap. So this project image, let me make sure and set that to 0. There we go. So we set that to margin 0. And let me preview. Awesome. All right, so now let's do some 3D-ness. So to activate 3D mode, I need to go to the parent element, and down here under transforms, I need to click on the kebab menu or 3 dots. Is there a actual name for those 3 dots? No?
Yes, me?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, we'll call it kebabs. And so I'm going to drag this distance right here. Children perspective. So any child element of this element right here, I'm going to give it a perspective. All right. And that activates 3D-ness, 3D mode. All right. So projects grid. We'll take that. And now with 3D mode enabled, we can go to transforms, press the plus, and play around with the rotate. All right, so I'm going to rotate on the X, and pretty cool, 3D. Cool. So I'm gonna go like this, and this is up to you how you want to lay this out. You can do something like this, and you can call it a day, or you can rotate it on the Y, or you can rotate it on the Z. It's up to you. It's up to you what you want to do. Pretty cool. All right, so you have this. Now, to make all these pop up, it's really simple. You just take one of these elements, and make sure they all have the same class name, and start playing around with the drop shadow. So we're gonna go to box shadows right here, press plus, and let me give it a size. Whoa. Let me give it a size of 1, maybe a distance of, we'll keep the distance at 2, and we'll blur it 5. And we'll set the opacity of the shadow to be something subtle, something like 20, where you can't really see it, okay? All right, now we click outside of there, and then we can click on the drop-down arrow to give you all the states. So you have hover, pressed, and focus. We're going to go to hover. And now for the transforms, I'm going to add another transform. And we'll set the move on the Z. And so see, I can make it go under or over the plane. So we're going to make it go over just a bit, like say 20 pixels. Okay. And so just like having what you call it, like holding something, picking up something from the floor, right? And the shadow is harsh, but when you pick it up and you take it further away from the ground, the shadow becomes more blurry. So here we go. I'm going to set the distance. Actually, let's go ahead and set this to 100%. And so I'm going to set the blur. I'm going to set the distance pretty far to where it was. So something like this. You know, just something like that. Set the size. And we can set this color. There we go. To 30. All right. So we can do something like that. And so if I just click out and preview, cool, it's working already. Okay. But we should add a animation rather than just having it on and off. So to do that, I'm going to go to project image, make sure that I'm on the none state. And I'm going to go to transitions. And I'm going to set the box shadow and click out and add another one and set this to transform. And there we go. Now if I preview, looks pretty smooth. Ooh, has a little. Pretty cool. Yep. And FYI, pro tip, if you're adding transforms, don't do this. And we put it at the bottom for a reason. Don't do all properties for your transforms or for your transitions. The reason why is because you're asking the browser to find all of these, like be listening for all of these properties. If any of these properties change, then go ahead and change it. And that takes a toll on the browser sometimes, especially when you have a lot of animations happening. But if you tell the browser straight up, I only want the transform or the box shadows. I only want you to be listening for those two. Then it makes your web page load faster and run smoother on your on the user's browser. All right, so that's how you do it. All right, nothing to it, right? So, yeah, if you have any questions or comments about 3D-ness inside of Webflow, go ahead and leave those in the comments below. Also, if you have an idea for a future tutorial, yeah, let me know too. Leave a link, leave some examples of what you want to learn, and I'll do my best to make a tutorial about it. All right, well, until the next video, thank you so much for watching, and as always, make the web beautiful together. See ya.